I need that hype in chat. Let's go. Hello! Welcome to Professor Layton of the Lost Future. Welcome back if you've been here before. It has been a few years, at least 1 year, since I last streamed a Professor Layton game, and since I last played a Professor Layton game. If you are new, a couple of things to go over really quickly. I am going to be putting this on YouTube, so get that out the way, so your comments will be on YouTube forever, if you type in chat. So first things first, we have some rules about puzzles in this stream. We love to collectively solve puzzles together as a community. It's great. But if you know the answer to the puzzle, please do not just post it in chat. You will get a timeout/ban, because that spoils all the fun for everybody. Second of all, this is the UK version of the game. It's Professor Layton and the Lost Future, but it will be on Twitch under the Unwound Future. They are the same game. There's a few changes. Third of all, I don't think I've played this one. I thought I had, and then I started the opening cutscene and I was like, this is all news to me. So this is gonna be... I may remember parts if I have played it before, but this is gonna be news. We're gonna be doing this together. You and me, we're gonna be experiencing this for the first time together, unless you played before. There is a prediction running in chat on Twitch right now. It doesn't have very long left, but you can use your channel points to vote whether you think I'm gonna get less than 3 puzzles or more than 3 puzzles wrong. I don't know how many puzzles we're gonna do today. Also, I'm very hyper, but that's not gonna last long. Shall we get into it? I think we should. Hello, yes. Also, do you like the new layout? I've slightly changed it. It's not much different from the last time, but the colors are slightly different. And we have a little follower bar up there that's got the little car, Professor Layton's car. But yeah, let's forever. Let's go. Let's go. It's the work of fiction. The character groups and event portrayed within are no way it's the real world.
It just doesn't seem to add up, Professor.
I honestly thought you were pulling my leg.
What? I wouldn't dream of it.
Professor, I hope this letter finds you well. As for me, I am in quite a predicament.
Ooh, what's going on? What's happening, folks?
You see, the London we know and love has been thrown into absolute chaos. To complicate matters, the calamity I speak of does not take place in your time.
What? Sorry. I know this bit because I went through the cutscene to check all my captures were working, but... What? Calamity and chaos? And time travel?
This may be difficult to believe, but I am writing to you from 10 years in the future.
Who could this be?
I know this is a lot to take in, but I'll explain it all soon. For now, I ask that you head to the clock shop on Midland Road in Baldwin. I look forward to seeing you again. Your student, Luke Triton.
What? I'd be interested to know if this Luke Triton also has a different voice actor, or if it's the same one in the UK and the US.
Strange as it sounds, it seems that the author of this letter is none other than your future self, Luke.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just need to take a minute and look at my boy. Look at him. Not Luke. Layton. Look at him. I love him so much. I've missed him so much. It's been so long. London is in chaos. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just London. Sorry if I'm adjusting the audio on the fly, by the way. I'm trying to get it at a good level So it's not it's not overpowering my voice, but it's also loud enough you can hear the dialogue.
From my future self?
Look at his little eyes.
How is that even possible?
He's so surprised.
I don't know, but it does raise the question. If this letter is indeed authentic, how did it get here?
Time. Time magic.
By time-traveling postman? Just joking, of course.
So cute.
But seriously, I think this mystery might be the strangest we've ever encountered.
Indeed.
Indeed.
And even in the future, you seem to need my help in solving it.
Even at 20... How old is Luke? We kind of... I don't know if we figured out how old he was. It was a bit of a 10 to 12 in that vicinity, we think. So, like, what, he's like 20 to 22?
Your constancy can be quite a comfort in these uncertain times, my boy.
Well, thank you, I think. But back to the letter. How do we know it's real?
We don't, my dear boy.
Well, we haven't much to go on yet. But I can't help but think that this strange occurrence is connected to the terrible events of last week.
Oh, what happened last week, Layton? Let's review the major mysteries of our story. Professor Layton has received a mysterious letter. The sender claims to be Luke from 10 years in the future, but how can this be possible? Okay, so it's just, yeah. I always read those things and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. Oh, it's
It all
cutscene!
started about a week ago.
Using a six-dimension alpha distributor, I was able to guide a concentrated stream of Hammer particles
recognize that
through a
voice.
temporal vortex, more commonly known as a wormhole. This stream of particles allowed me to divine the terminal points of the vortex. Armed with this information, the next step was to artificially distort the flow of time. Generate a massive magnetic field via
Oh my god, Luke.
Once the magnetic field is firmly established, one has the ability, quite literally, punch holes or hive gaps into the very fabric of space-time. After this crucial step...
Hey, it's Inspector Chumley! Oh no, those are too small if I put it like that. There we go. Everybody's here! It's the whole
Quite the
gang's here!
estate we have here, Inspector.
I think that's the first time he's had a voice. I don't think he's had a voice before. Huh? At least I don't remember hearing him speak in the last game. And if you didn't see, by the way, I did a which Professor Layton character filter on TikTok. I got Inspector Chelmley. So I don't know what that says about me. That I'm actually wearing a mask this whole time. I don't know. I think he's 10. He's 10, has always been 10, and will always be 10 until Layton allows his soul to pass on. But he's clearly... Well, he's got a letter from 10 years in the future, so clearly at some point he grows up. Is he like Ash? He's like Ash Ketchum or Maggie Simpson. He just never grows up.
Though, it does make me wonder what we did to deserve invitations to such a feast.
It's obvious, Barton. I'm an influential man in the world of law enforcement.
You're just... Yeah, exactly. Inspector Chomp, the hero we're stuck with. He's... I do love the police are useless trope in detective media. It's great.
It's only natural I'd be invited to an important event such as this.
I suppose that's possible.
Possible, you say?
Uh-huh. Hold on one sec. I need to fix something. There we go. Now the chat should stay on the screen after a cutscene, because it keeps clearing the chat. I don't like it.
Probable. Highly probable, sir.
I think I'd rather be stuck at 26. 10 seems like a bummer. I guess it depends whether or not you've hit puberty yet. Because if you... 10's quite early to hit puberty. but that would be a real bummer. Oh! Gameplay! Let's go, baby. First bit of gameplay. Okay. We're back. We're back with the boys. So excited. I didn't say in the intro, I forgot to say, I have played the first 2 games on stream back in 2021. I think maybe I played the first one in 2020. It was a lot, I don't remember. It was a few years ago now. But they are available both on Twitch and on YouTube if you'd like to see me play those, but they were not intentionally recorded, whereas this one I'm trying to be a bit more intentional with it. But let's do our job. Let's have a look around. What can we touch? Well, the food certainly isn't anything to write home about. Sorry you feel that way, sir. I think it's quite chomp scrumptious myself. Bah, this over-salted chop and pile of wilted greens have nothing on Amelie's cooking. What is Amelie his wife? Does he have a wife? Look, I don't know enough about the lore of this man, apparently. I'm taking out my brace. I can't do this much dialogue without taking out my brace. If that's how you feel, sir, I'd be happy to relieve you of that, burden. Now you see here, Barton, if you don't return my chop at once, I'll have you driving a desk next week. Next week? Oh, God, my voice is so... You know what? My voice being blocked, my nose being blocked, works for Inspector Chelmley, so it's okay. It will be worth it. This crackling is, cracking. Alrighty. I mean, that's the obvious thing to click on. You know. Oh, you can't see my cursor. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Ah, you can see it now. There we go. Okay. What a lovely day. It's just perfect for an event like this.
Oh, this food is simply dreadful, Bill. Do get this over with quickly so we can leave.
Oh, yes, dear.
I was expecting voice acting for this.
I have to say, I feel a bit out of place here, Professor.
So much.
That's quite understandable, Luke. I'm sure most people would feel the same way in the presence of the Prime Minister.
Minister.
Hey, look! I think I see Inspector Chelmley over there.
Please don't go and try and pull it off his face again, Luke. We can only get away with that once.
So, Professor, what do you think about this
I love
whole
that
event?
bit. Such a good bit.
Do you think that someone has really built a working time machine?
I'm not entirely sure. Still, if it proves to be true, can you imagine the stir it will cause in the scientific community?
Well, I think it's really exciting. Though you don't sound entirely convinced, Professor.
Anything's possible, Luke. But I won't be convinced until I've seen the contraption work for myself. And I must confess, something about this entire presentation seems a bit off.
Why do you say that? Ah, of course. That must be your famous intuition talking, eh?
I'm just gonna stay
That's
quiet.
one way of putting it. But enough speculation. Look over there, Luke.
Look over there!
That god? What about
Oh my
him?
god, I swear to god, if he says he reminds me of a puzzle, I'm leaving.
He seems to be looking for a man who snuck into the event uninvited.
Ooh, so we have an intruder in our midst.
Okay, good. I didn't have to leave, we're good. Amelie is his rolls dice 60-year-old magical wizard from Oxford who can only dance after she's eaten a bagel. She has beautiful black eyes, her biggest fear is growing old alone, she's hiding a terrible secret concerning her relative. Thank you for the randomly generated NPC, we love to see it. Hello, sir. Oh, crumbs! I've really blown it this time. You look troubled, sir. Might we be of assistance? Assistance? Oh yes, please. See, I've just received a report of some untoward behaviour. Puzzle number 1, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Puzzle number 1. Woo! Let's go. I'm way too excited for this. There's an uninvited guest at the presentation, but the guards received few clues as to its whereabouts. His table is adjacent to one that has a red flower on it. His tablecloth is a different colour to any adjacent tables. Oh, and his table doesn't have a yellow flower. Adjacent tables are connected by dotted lines. Take the guard to the correct table. Okay. The guard has received reports of a 10-year-old boy pulling people's faces off. Yeah, keep Luke at his table. We mustn't. Oh man. Okay. Oh no! That's the wrong screen! Sorry. I clicked the wrong button. That's the one I meant to hit. Sorry. I'm professional. Okay. His table is adjacent to one that has a red flower. His tablecloth is a different colour to any adjacent table. Could be this one. Put him there for now. And his table doesn't have a yellow flower on it. Is that I think that's the only one that's got a unique colour. Oh, or this one, but it doesn't have a yellow flower. When I hold him, he like does a little wiggle. He's like, "Oh, put me down! Put me down!" I think it's there. His table is adjacent. Could you imagine if I got the first puzzle wrong? That would be typical, wouldn't it? That's just me, in a nutshell. His table is adjacent to one that has a red flower. Yes. It's different colour to any of the adjacent tables. Yeah. And it doesn't have a yellow flower. I think that's the only one it could be. Because all the other ones have got one that's the same colour close to it. The other diners can just see Layton yeeting this poor guard. Layton's like lifting him by this, like his collar, by the back of his collar and like dragging him over. I do sometimes wonder how these puzzles work, because in the canon, they are being given to people because they go, I won't help you till you've solved this puzzle for me. And it's like, are they physically giving them a piece of paper? Are they just explaining it to them? I guess they're probably just like saying it like it's a riddle. And then, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna submit my answer. Oh yes, the prediction's ended now, so I'm gonna see how much faith you have in me.
How about this?
Good. I'm so glad I got the first one right.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice. I'm so bummed up. I'm really sorry. I can't apparently stream without getting a cold. Good work. You found the party crasher. It's time to let the guard do what he does best. Thanks, everyone. Splendid work, my boy. Picarats are points that indicate a puzzle's difficulty. The more picarats a puzzle is worth, the tougher it is. Don't be confused, because if you watch the PurpleCoffins Twitch channel, picarats is also the name of the points you get for watching. This is a different picarats. This is the original picarats. When you submit an incorrect answer for a puzzle, the number of picarats you can earn for that puzzle decreases, so think carefully before answering. How many people in chat have not seen a Professor Layton game? I know that Sick Inside said that they hadn't seen any, but is there anybody else who hasn't seen or played a Professor Layton game themselves? Because we can explain things to you. I've played one puzzle. I haven't. Okay. Oh my god. Hold on. I need to blow my nose. I don't have a tissue! Oh god, the world's ending. I'm alright, actually. Very much new to the games, but I understand the premise. Yeah, basically, it's a puzzle game with an overarching story, but in this universe, basically everybody wants you to solve puzzles. Imagine if real life people were like, sorry, can't help unless you solve this puzzle first. That's basically how Professor Layton works. Anytime you need to ask people things, they will probably give you a puzzle before they will help you. So it's not like the puzzles are part of the environment and it's weaved into it nicely like in The Witness. It's just, have a puzzle. But there's lots of different types of puzzles. You will get the hang of it as we go. It's just such a good game. I don't think it's really been done in the same way outside of the Professor Layton franchise since. So, I'm very excited for the new one. Gathering lots of picker rats. Once you've beaten the game and saved, go to the bonus section and load your game file. From there you can enter the top secret area where you have a number of fun extras are waiting for you. We will do that in the final episode. Oh, thanks so much for your help. There'll be no more scrounging on my watch. Well, sick inside. This is where my hatred of slide puzzles came from. This is the OG. Because I played the first game as a child, and it's basically Professor Layton and the Curious Village is what started my love of puzzle games. Because I played it as a wee bairn. But I always hated the slide puzzles, and I never stopped hating them. I still hate slide puzzles. And if you're new to the stream, I probably should have said this at the beginning, but if you're new to the stream, hello. I play puzzle games a lot. Detective and puzzle games are kind of my bread and butter. My name is Lara. I'm doing this all in the wrong order. But we hate slide puzzles here. Now, the last time I played a Professor Layton game, there was somebody in the chat who was really good at the maths puzzles. But I don't think they've been able to watch for a while, so we might not get through the maths ones as quickly as we did before. And I say quickly, it took a very long time. I'm not good at maths. No, number one is never let me drive. That's number one. Oh, it's a good clip. I really like that clip. Though Joe is very adamant that it's not a slide puzzle, so you'll have to fight him on that. Did you see that, Professor? I just assisted in the apprehension of a suspect. Oh, looks like the presentation's about to begin. Let's get back to our seats. Do I have a chance to try and get... Okay. So, the other thing... But it hasn't told me about it yet, so it probably isn't the case. What a strange contraption! I wonder if it works! Sorry. The other thing is... Yeah, I don't think they've done it. We have hint coins. But the game will explain hint coins, so we'll just move on.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Oh, what a moustache, sir. That's a fancy moustache.
Thank you for taking part in an event that will undoubtedly go down in scientific history.
Pinkies up, everybody. We're being fancy. His moustache looks suspicious. Why? Why'd you say that?
And here to demonstrate mankind's first time machine is its creator, Dr. Alan Stangan.
Is that a pun? I don't think it is. I know, it's quite good. I wondered how much of this game is voice acted. I didn't feel like, outside of cutscenes, it was this voice acted last time. Oh, he does not look well.
Thank you, my esteemed colleagues.
Moustaches are always suspicious in puzzle games. Stengen? Do we have to buy hint coins for you to use hint coins? So, my goal when I play these games is to never use a hint coin. You get like a little like shiny badge at the end of the game if you never use a hint coin. But that's where the term hint coins came from in my chat. See? All of my personality and Twitch branding comes from Professor Layton. I've not a single original thought.
After years of research in the field of time travel, I'm pleased to share the fruits of my labor.
I'm sorry. We're not going any further because I think I know who this voice is. And I have to check before I say it because I'm going to sound so stupid if I'm wrong. Please, please. It is! It's Liam O'Brien! Yes! I knew it! I was like, earlier on I was like, I recognize that voice, and then I just didn't think any more of it, but as soon as he started speaking again, I was like, that's Liam O'Brien! Yeah! Oh, okay, I've peaked the mic. I'm sorry. I'm so hyper right now. I'm glad I'm hyper, because I was really worried this morning that I was going to be too tired to do this properly. Everything has a Layton reference. It's true. The Sten, or Sten gun, is a family of British submachine guns chambered. Oh, interesting. I wonder why he was named after that. With all the Twitch tie-ins, I feel fully immersed. You're fully immersed in the experience. I'm glad. I'm glad you're being welcomed into the Layton stuff, because it is my favorite. Hello, Liam O'Brien. Let's go.
In just a few short moments, I will be moving on to our scheduled demonstration.
It's Vaxeldan. I had to figure out. I always get Vex and Vax's names mixed up. Vaxeldan. Because he's also got an English accent, so it's just him now. Can you find the puzzle to solve so I can be done work? I'll promise to solve it for you. Let's find our first puzzle. I'm sorry, I'm getting so excited about Liam O'Brien being in this game. Let's go.
First, I'm delighted to announce that Prime Minister Bill Hawkes is in attendance today.
His voice doesn't really match his face, but that's, not
As
his fault.
such, I have reserved a very special seat for our very special guest.
Oh god, he's gonna try and make him time travel, and then he's gonna kill him. Or he's gonna disappear.
Please, join me on stage, Prime Minister. No need to be shy.
Oh, my hands smell like garlic. Gross.
Is this
Love
thing
that
real?
animation. That was a great keyframed walking animation. He's an elder emo. Notice the hair over one eye. True. It also explains the very pale complexion. He's actually just wearing white foundation.
What do you mean?
I mean, is this contraption a genuine working time machine?
Why don't you have a seat? See for yourself.
So I can murder you. That is so unsafe.
Before we start, would you honor us with a few words, Prime Minister?
Polite clapping, everybody. Is he gonna say the words?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
Today is a monumental day, not only for our great nation, but for the entire human race. Since the beginning of time, we humans have strived to transcend our natural limits.
He's probably
We
also
have
someone
conquered the skies and the seas, and we have even traveled to outer space.
When is this set? I totally understand being excited for Liam voice acting. Sorry, I had to answer for Don't worry, no need to apologize, but I'm so glad you understand. It's just when I recognize a voice, I'm like, hold on a second. Hold on a cherry-picking minute. Now, okay, slight tangent. For those who don't know, somehow, my partner is a voice actor. That's what he trained. Well, he trained in acting, but his preferred thing is voice acting. And he just has this ability of picking out a voice actor. Like, even if they're doing a voice that they haven't done in any other piece of media, he's like, that's them. Like things, okay, I can usually figure out if someone's David Tennant, like a character is voiced by David Tennant, but pretty much anybody else, I'm like, I have no idea who that is. Hello, welcome back. Sorry about that. My internet has been cutting out randomly today, and even though it was only for 10 seconds, it meant that I had to take the stream had to go down. So, we're back, we have audio, and we are going to continue with this. Stanford Pines. Yeah! You're right! I see it. Shall we, we're just going to continue. Naughty internet. I know, I saw you telling it off. Thank you. I appreciate it. Also, I hope Pabsy is back. Pabsy came in and it was like, alright then, because it crashed. Thank you, Dragon. Right, let's continue. We've got an ad starting in 4 minutes, so I'm going to try not to have a cutscene happening when that happens, but sorry if it does.
But the one frontier that has always eluded us is time.
He's got such a strong voice.
Indeed, traveling through time is a dream many thought was out of reach for humanity. Until now. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will join me in ushering in a new era for mankind.
So before he said the thing about space travel, I was going to be like, so the time period that Layton is set in is a little bit ambiguous, but it's kind of like Victorian, but not, because it's like styled kind of Victorian-y, but they've got a lot of... They have some modern technology, but not everything, so it's like, when is this actually set? I don't know if it's ever been said when it's set. Like, I don't know if there's any of the media actually says a year, but, yeah, just in case you're confused, because I was, especially because we went space travel, I was like, wait, what? Hold on. Hold on a second. I travel through time, just slowly, year by year, day by day. It's Victoriana, yes. Woo! Yes! New hero for mankind! Let's go!
Thank you for those words, Prime Minister.
Oh, yes.
And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Please take it away, Dr. Stangan.
I have just one more request before we start.
You can't tell it's him until the end of the sentence. They're like, oh, there we go. There's Liam O'Brien.
I'd very much appreciate the Prime Minister's assistance in this demonstration. What do you say, Mr. Hawks?
Oh, God, I don't know. I've never heard of such a... Oh, goodness me. The audience be like, oh, this is preposterous.
What?
Exactly.
I assure you, there's no cause for concern.
Oh, they're going for stun gun. I did wonder. The year is 747 AD. I suspect Liam is the presenter as well. Hold on, I think I still have the IMDb open. Let me have a check. No, it's not. Oh, careful, I shouldn't look at that for too long. I might get spoilers on what characters are in this game.
But I was under the impression that I would merely be observing the proceedings.
Oh, no, good sir. You're getting in the chair and vanishing. That's my call. That's what I think is going to happen.
Ah, well, do forgive my presumption. It was never my wish to make you uncomfortable. I realize it's been some time since you traded in the hard sciences for the softer variety. Please, feel free to return to your seat, Prime Minister.
He's calling him a chicken.
Wait. What I mean to say is, of course I can assist you.
Oh, of course. Oh, okay, sweet.
Bill, have you lost your mind?
Ah, that's the courage we've come to expect from our fearless leader.
Shade me.
You have my thanks. And now, without further ado, I give you my time machine.
Time machine.
Mr. Hawks, would you mind just stepping inside?
Oh god, inside! I thought it was gonna be like a chair. Whoa. Gravity falls. You're not wrong. Oh. Maximum crush. Yeah, exactly. Whoa!
What the dickens just happened? Something's gone very wrong.
Where is he? Someone find Bill!
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm and refrain from panicking.
This is chaos! The Prime Prime Minister and Dr. Stangun have vanished!
Whoa, he's so expressive! Oh dear.
So, you think that what happened last week is somehow connected to this letter?
Well, it is a bit weird that that whole thing just happened and then we get a letter from the future, Luke. Like, I think it might be related. Not to be presumptuous. I genuinely was sitting there like this. It's like, wah! Oh my god. Eyes met across the crowded streets, something flew between them. Boom! Sorry. Guys, oh, so easily distracted today.
Wait! Maybe if the time machine was real, this letter is real too!
Look at Layton's blank stare. Look at his little... Just staring into the distance. I need that as like... Why that's so funny to me, just the way he's just sitting there. Wait. Oh no! My sound alerts aren't... Alright.
I don't know about that, but these two elements aren't the only puzzling issues.
Suddenly remembers that the Prime Minister had to stay in TV. He's never getting them back.
Tell me, Luke, have you heard about the recent disappearances occurring here in London?
Oh no. That's a great idea though.
Oh yes, I read about it in the paper.
Professor Layton done a TTRPG. If that doesn't exist already, we're getting on that. By the way, I recently found while I was clearing out some stuff from my Google Drive that I have a fan-translated version of one of the Layton books, because there were a few novels that were written, but they were only in Japanese. And I was like, maybe I should read that one day on stream. Just throwing that out there.
Some of London's greatest scientists have been mysteriously vanishing.
Yes, and I can't shake the feeling that those disappearances are linked to this whole affair. In any case, it seems our best course of action is to head to the location mentioned in the letter.
Good idea.
He does look slightly older in this game. Prime Minister Bill Hawkes, let's call him Blinky Hawkes, mysteriously disappeared in the accident in the time machine presentation. What could have possibly happened to him? Oh, cuts! Oh my goodness, so many cutscenes already!
Following the clue in the letter, the Professor and I set off. What awaited us was one of the biggest mysteries we'd ever encountered.
Professor Layton and the Lost Future. UK version. Ah, yes. I wondered if we were going to get this letter.
Somehow, a single letter had made its way back through time. And the sender, strange as it sounds, was me. The future me, that is. Little did we know that this letter would draw us into the strangest of situations.
Yeah! Ooh. The clock shop on Midland Road. That was all. That wasn't even the prologue. That was the pre-prologue. What do you even call that? Oh. No more voice acting. I gotta take the reins. Alright. Everybody ready for my Luke Triton impression that I am so famous for? Let's go. The prologue. The prelogue, I was trying to say, but I couldn't get the word out. My headcanon is Luke is recounting the stories to his kids or grandkids. Well, They usually start with Luke writing a letter to me. It's the only time my name ever comes up in the game. So usually all of this is him recounting it to me. But hey, maybe I'm his child, who knows? Lara, take the wheel. Right. Here we go. If you don't like the voice, if you don't like me doing the reading out, this is your time to leave. But I hope all of you do. Well, here we are. Okay, well, I should have done that the whole time. The clock shop that the letter mentioned should be around here somewhere, but where? This seems like an ideal time to consult the map that accompanied the letter. Here, Luke. See if you can find the shop's location by yourself. Say no more, Professor! Let's go! Puzzle 2. And each one gets more ridiculous to keep their attention. That explains a lot, to be honest. Insert the driving range emote. There it is! Below is the map to the clock shop that accompanied the letter from Luke's future self. Starting from the yellow arrows, can you find the clock shop using the times listed on the map? Circle the letter of the correct building and touch submit. Wait, what? Starting from the yellow arrow, could you find the clock shop using the times listed on the map? Oh, is it like... How many pick rats is this? This is 10 pick rats. Okay. Oh, I forgot that I did... No, it's 15 pick rats. So what's that? What's that little coin symbol? Is that hint coins? I don't have 10 hint coins. I can't have 10 hint coins. That doesn't make any sense. Did it start me out with 10 hint coins? It did! I have hint coins before I've even done anything. Huh. I would give a suggestion, but I got picker rats on the line. Wait, you want me to fail? Shogun, is that what you think of me? You think I'm that bad at puzzles? I mean, I'm not great. Is Lara take the wheel a euphemism for let's get angry? Maybe it should be. I have all the hints. But we'll not buy any hints, because we do not do that. I also have you guys to help me, so I shouldn't need the hints. Okay, so I'm guessing from this that it means go by the clock directions? But is it just what? Okay, so... Obviously 12 o'clock would be straightforward. Then 3 o'clock is like right, 12 o'clock is up. So 12 o'clock is north, 3 o'clock is east, 6 o'clock is south, 9 o'clock is west, right? We all know how a clock looks. But does it mean I go all the way up when it's 12, or do I just go to the first junction when it's 12? Right, okay, let's see if we can do this. So if we go all the way up, say we just keep going until we stop. And then 3, and then 12, and then 9, and then 6. We can't do that, so I don't think that's right. So we do 3, 12, 9. No. So maybe it's up to this one? So 12, 3, 12, 9, 6. Ah, it must be it. I think it's H. What a good circle. What a great circle I just drew. What do you guys think? Right to you? Okay. That's all I need. 12, 3, 12, 9, 6. Look how cute they are. So, sorry, I'm having a sweetie. Not that I need more sugar right now. My intro screen, if I circle the whole thing, it goes, please redraw your circle. In fact, let's try. See? Please redraw your circle. My intro screen for doing a Layton stream is the opening, like the title screen animation for the first game, with the car moving along. I spent a very long time separating that out. It took me so long, but I used the graphics from the remastered version of this, which is on mobile. Well, not this one, but the first game. So every time I see something, I'm like, that's cute, but it's kind of pixelated. I'm like, I'll just get the image from the new version, because they've updated all the graphics. Right, let's, I don't know why I'm so nervous
Here's
about getting
my
one wrong
answer.
this time. I guess because it's early on and I don't want to look
No
stupid.
puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
That's true, Luke. Good timing. The answer is H. The times indicate the direction to go at each junction. Yeah, so what confused me was whether this counted, but it did, so. Each junction you need to check the list of time and proceed in the direction of a clock's hour's hand point. Powerful puzzle master. I've not gone very far so far. What? 15 picker-at puzzles, so difficult. Just for those who haven't played it before or been in a stream before, by the end of the game you're doing 99 picker-at puzzles. That's like the very last extra bonus puzzle is a 99 picker-at puzzle, and it's usually a slide puzzle. And last time, the first game I spent half an hour. Yeah, on it. The second game I spent 2.5 hours on it. Yeah. And that's available to watch on YouTube if you want to see that happen. The new puzzles do get more difficult, yes. They're giving us easy ones to start with to get us into it, but they get much trickier. Since once you get to the junction, your clock facing would be different. Oh, that's a good point, actually. That's a bit sneaky. Great, getting to that clock shop should be a doddle now. Let's go, Professor! Alright, but before we head off, let's quickly review how to move. Every time he does this, and I'm like, I think I know how to move. I've been doing it, so far, pretty well. Care to assist me, Luke? I know the drill, Professor. I can take it from here. Let's see. To start, touch the shoe icon. Hello, Sorcerer Juan. Welcome in. Once you touch the shoe, arrows will appear. Touch an arrow to move in that direction. That's right. So just remember, whenever you want to move, start by touching the shoe. Everyone who wants to move, touch your shoe. Luke proceeds to break his ankles walking incorrect. Just hear the Minecraft, like, falling sound. Alright, let's get some hint coins, buddy. I swear, if this game doesn't give me hint coins... Wait, is that why it gave me some... at the start? Like, I have 10 already. Is it because it's not going to give me any? This car looks more comfortable than the Layton mobile. It's because the Layton mobile's got a stupidly high roof. Did you know, just in case you didn't know, Layton's car, the Layton mobile, has a roof that's extra high so he could fit in it wearing his top hat. He's extra. I love him so much. It's a bus timetable. Looks as if buses come quite regularly. I'm not reading all of this stuff because I just... Well, okay, no hint coins, I guess. Hello, have you got a puzzle for me? Well, hello there, you strapping young things. My shoes are out in the hall. I guess I'll be moving nowhere. No moving. Yes. He does take his hat off, but it's not in this game. And it's in a pivotal moment, so I won't say any more than that. He has taken his hat off. Once. I can tell from the looks on your faces that you're just dying to hear something useful. Alright, here's my pearl of wisdom. Go and touch the... Oh, yes, yes, yes! We do get hit coins! I just had to talk to her later. You can leave your hat on. What's the tune for that? I don't know how you're going to explain a tune to me via Twitch chat. That doesn't work. Oh my god, I broke the car. Oh no, it just... Oh, sorry. Saw his voice. Oh no, it just fell apart. Never mind that. Did you see the coin that popped out? That's a hint coin. It's yours to keep. If you ever find yourself stuck on a puzzle, you can spend one of those lovely hints to get a coin. Just remember there's a limit to the number of hint coins you can find. Oh god, I thought you were saying there's a limit to the number I can hold. I was like, what? If you use them willy-nilly, you may find yourself in a pickle later. Hint coins are tucked away all over the place, so touch anything that looks fishy. That's why I was clicking everything. I didn't realize I had to talk to her first. That's the end of my speech. Good luck whatever it is you're doing. Ta-ta! So now... It's like, usually on Windows, like, little thing. Oh! Ah, sweet! I just had to click it a bunch of times. Last game, there was like, so in our suitcase, there are gonna presumably get 3 mini-games. That's what these things are, the silhouettes. In the last game, one of the mini-games, basically, when we completed it, we got like a little hamster who told us where the hint coins were whenever we went into a new area. But I don't know if we're gonna get that this time, so we're just gonna have to do it ourselves. I certainly try, but it wouldn't be very coherent. Luke touches the car and proceeds to get accosted by the angry owner. Say, Professor, how are we going to keep track of our progress? Ah, yes. I suspect we could both use a refresher on that subject. You start, touch the trunk icon. Look, this isn't my first rodeo, mate. I understand you're trying to help, but I'm alright. I'm just gonna skip this bit. This is the puzzle index. Solved puzzles are marked with a tick. Any previously solved puzzle can be replayed from this menu. In order to have another go at this unsolved puzzle, you'll have to return to its location. Or to Granny Riddleton's shack, but we don't know that yet. Because they forget every time. I'm starting to realise how much of, like, and there's so much specific stuff to Layton that I'm now starting to realise I have to explain. Layton's hat should get bigger as you find hint coins for storage purposes. That's really funny. Got it, Professor! That's good to hear. I imagine we're making good use of the trunk during our investigation. Now think about it, that means they've been carrying around this really big trunk with them everywhere they go. Did I lose all 10? Oh, I have 14 now. See? 14 hint coins. Oh, sorry, that's 14 hint coins. Nice. Normally you start with 0, but I guess... At least I thought you did, but maybe you don't. Such thick, luscious leaves, this plant is clearly well cared for. It's a corner shop, but it seems there's no one there at the moment. Just checking for hit coins. Oh no! A puzzle! Sorry. You're looking for a clock shop, you say? Sorry, I told you this. Oh, I can't say I know of one around here. Oh, right, well, thanks anyway. Oh, wait a minute. On second thoughts, I think I passed the clock shop just the other day. Terrific! Do you remember where it was? Guess what? Not without doing a puzzle, Luke. I have trouble remembering stuff when I have other things on my mind. Help me with this puzzle that's been bothering me, and I might remember where I saw the shop. Look, the logic of this universe is amazing, and we will never argue with it. You're in luck, sir. I happen to be a bit of a whiz when it comes to puzzles. That's me every day. It's like, you're talking to the right person. Your bus journey to work takes 1 hour. You work for 2 hours, and then take the bus home from the bus stop next to where you work. The bus timetables to and from work are shown below. You want to make the time between getting off the bus to work and getting off the bus from work as short as possible. Which bus should you take to work in order to achieve this? You want to make the time between getting on the bus to work and getting off the bus from work. Huh? Oh god, okay, So do I just get to pick when I work throughout the day? Is that how this works? So the bus journey to work takes 1 hour. You work for 2 hours, and then take the bus home from the bus stop next to your work. So 3 hours, basically, later. 3 hours between the time you get on and the time you get on again. I'm so confused. This is only a 10 figure out puzzle. Okay, so another thing that you may not know, if you're new to Layton, is that some puzzles are genuinely maths. Some puzzles genuinely require you to do maths and figure things out, like the angle of something. But some puzzles are a trick question, and you end up spending loads of time thinking it's got maths to do, and then it turns out that it's actually just a really obvious answer, and it was a trick the whole time. So we have to try and discern which one puzzles are before we start, so we don't spend loads of time working them out. Also, I don't know why the chat below me keeps disappearing. That's very frustrating. Okay. You want to make the time between getting on the bus to work and getting off the bus from work as short as possible. Which bus should you take to work in order to achieve this? Okay, so I can't take A. Stealthy. You just disappear after you've spoken. You're like, bye-bye. Fade into the background. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear my chair. I don't think the mic always picks it up, but sometimes it must do, and it's really squeaky. So 3 hours after 4 is 7. That doesn't work. 3 hours after 9 is 12. So that doesn't work. 3 hours after 14:30 is 17:30, so that doesn't work. 3 hours. Is it midnight? Is it the midnight bus? Because bus journey takes 1 hour. And then you're working for 2 hours. The only thing I can think of if it's a trick question is working it out the other way, so basically you get off the bus and then get straight back on a bus. You guys know what it is? Okay. Well, we work on it together, so what do you guys think it is? Because even if you tell me the answer, I still have to work out why. I'm on the right train of thought. Don't you mean I'm on the right bus of thought? Oh ho ho ho! Choo choo! When you say the right train of thought, do you mean the thing about the 3 hours? Because I think it's midnight. Let me have a... hold on. You know what I haven't done? I haven't gone out a scrap piece of paper because I don't need it. Because I forgot! I almost forgot, even though I set it up this morning. Oh. It just disconnected. We made the boo-doo-boo-doo. Bear with me. Clearly this cable is loose. Cause another staple of the Purple Coffin Plays Professor Layton stream is I get my graphics tablet involved. Oh hello! Look! It's so we can make notes. So you're on the bus. Hold on, I think I need to add that. Ooh! They have, look at these different colours they've got this time! Oh, they're really upping their game. So, I'm bad at bus timetables IRL, so I hesitate to forward my answer lest I lead you down the wrong path. I love how dramatic that was. I might lead you down, lead you astray. Okay, so, we take, this is our house. See, it's got a roof. That's definitely a house. We get the bus. That's a bus. That's 1 hour, right? And then that takes us to work, which is it's a skyscraper. It's a weird looking skyscraper. And then we're there for 2 hours, and then we get the bus home again, which is another hour. So that's 4 hours, right? Miss Layton, or Lara Doodles on Puzzles. Look. I completely forgot about it until this morning, and then I was like, wait a second. I have to... Why? Because I pushed my button that opens up all the programs I need to start the stream, and for my Layton setup, it opened up my art software, and I was like, what did it do? Oh yes, for doing the notes. So that's 4 hours in total. So if we get on the bus at 4 AM, then that's getting off the bus at 8 AM, but we have to get... No, it's not, because it's not necessarily 4 hours, it's only 4 hours if we get a bus straight away. We get the 4 AM bus. By the time we're done with work, it's 7 AM. But the next bus isn't until 10:30, so we wouldn't get home until 11:30. Okay. Yeah, let me just... Hold on. Let me just get rid of all of this. Let's get rid of all of this. So A is at 4, which means it's at 7, which means the only bus we can get is at 10:30, which takes us to 11:30. B is at 9 AM, which takes us to 12, which means the next bus we can get would be at 5, which means we wouldn't get home until 6. Woof. And then so 2:30. Again, the next, so that would be question as it's unclear. Are these times your bus gets to your house? Yes. Because it says we want to make the time between getting on the bus to work and getting off the bus from work as short as possible for the whole day, the whole journey. So what I'm going to do when I've done the maths is I'm going to take this number and remove this number for each one, and then the one that's got the shortest gap, the smallest number is the answer. So 3 hours after 2 is 5:30, which means we'd have to get the 8 o'clock, because you can get home until 9 o'clock. So 6, no, do it in the 24-hour calendar. 24-hour calendar, oh my god. Look, I'm gonna concentrate. I'm bussing. Alright, I think it's C, but I may be just reading the timetable, so don't trust me. Okie dokie! I won't trust you. No, sorry. I do that way too big. 6 o'clock. 3 hours later. It's 9 o'clock. I don't actually have to put the zeros. Which means I would have to get the midnight bus, which means I wouldn't get home until 1 AM. And then, if I start work at midnight, I get to work at 3 AM. Ooh! Which means I'd have to get to 5 AM. Which means I wouldn't get home until 6 AM. I think E as well. So, do 11:30 minus 4 AM. And now my brain stops working. 11 minus 4 is 7. So 7.5 hours? Is that right? She's so I can't. I could do this maths if I wasn't, because it's not that difficult, but if I wasn't streaming, but because I've got so much other stuff going on in my brain right now. You know what, I'm just gonna stop speaking, and then I might be able to do the maths. Just give me a sec. So, A is 7.5 hours. Is this why they gave you 24-hour time frame? Yes. So the difference between 18 minus 9 is 9 hours. 21 minus 14.5. Oh, that's not a nice thing to do. Please come back later. It's actually not too bad, because I could just do 14.5. That's 6.5 hours. I did use a calculator for that. So 1 a.m. So we'll go with 25 minus 18 is 7 hours. And then our pièce de résistance, E, 6 hours. That's easy to figure out. So E is right. E is the answer. Because there's only 6 hours between getting on the bus and getting off the bus. Because you don't have to wait as long in the middle. Okay? That's what we've got. That's our answer. I'm going for it.
How about this?
Yeah! That probably took me way too long. It's gonna be like, there's a really easy way to do this. Oh, for God's sake. It's something that Layton does a lot, where it goes,
Another puzzle solved.
thank you. Yes, it does. That is what it says. So yeah, where it goes, it could have solved this in 4 moves, and I'm always like, it took me 27. Help. That's right, taking the midnight bus to work. I did say early at the beginning, like, it might be the midnight one, but I obviously had to do maths. Taking the midnight bus to work and catching the first bus back in the morning will take the least amount of time. Don't trust me with bus timetables. Don't trust me with bus timetables. We're in the same boat, it's okay. What a flexible job he has, though, because he could just be like, I'll go to work at this time and work for 2 hours and come home. It's like, it's not even worth it at that point. But I guess, depends how much he gets paid per hour. Nice going, kiddo. Thanks. So about that clock shop. Right, the clock shop. It's somewhere on this road, I think. Got to dash. See you later. Use me for my puzzle skills. And then ran away. Wait! Oh, he ran off. Something tells me he was more interested in getting us to solve his puzzle than in helping us. Not to worry though, I'm sure we'll be able to find the clock shop on our own. It's probably just a bit further down this road. None of the shops around here seem to be open. They don't, do they? Many of them look like they open in the evening. I wonder if Rito is in a hurry if he takes an hour to get from home to work. Yeah. I've had my coffee early today. I haven't had any coffee, but I have a can of energy drink. Not sponsored. Annoyingly, the only energy drinks that have, did have an energy drink, well, they don't just make energy drinks, but I had a company reach out to me, send me some stuff, and I did not like their drinks, and I felt really bad, because I was like, it would have been great to have a sponsorship, but I don't really want to promote these, because they don't taste good. Or I don't like them. Also, look! It's that guy! He's in the other games! Don't think I've seen you two whippersnappers before. Yes, you definitely have. Are you sure about that? I've got a feeling we've met somewhere. Oh no. No, you must be thinking of someone else. Anywho, I've got some juicy information you two might want to hear. If you're going to tell us about hint coins, then I should stop you now. The kind lady by the bus stop already gave us a comprehensive explanation. What? But explaining hint coins is just about the only time we ever get to chat. How could you let someone else give my speech? Oh, that's great. Oh. It's true, he's usually the guy who gives you the hint coin chat, so... You mean you've given us that talk before? So we have already met. I'm suddenly not feeling too chipper. I better head home. I'll be seeing you round. Oh, it's so good. But you already said you hadn't met. No, we've definitely met him before. What? Looks like a dead end. I thought that just said it looks like a dead professor. I was like, what? I misread it. Puzzle! Where do you suppose these stairs go, Professor? I'd say they probably lead up to that row of charming Victorian houses. Say, Luke, all this talk of stairs has reminded me of a puzzle! He said it! Something reminded him of a puzzle! Pick off your bingo cards. Oh, I should have made actual bingo cards. That would have been so fun. Be like, Layton says that reminds me of a puzzle. A random stranger won't let you pass unless you have a certain amount of puzzles solved. You know, that kind of thing. Dead Professor is the end of the final Layton game and why Luke is writing to you from jail. Make it a drinking game. No! How about we speed run this game once we're done? We just do it again. But we do it as a drinking game. No, I won't say that actually, because that's a bit of a spoiler for the last Layton game. But he's not dead, don't worry. It's not even, well, it's not the last Layton game, but the 7th Layton game is the one with, the girl instead of Layton. And it does address why Layton's not in it, but I don't like that game, so we're gonna pretend it didn't happen. Marathon speedrun on Layton games. Let's do that for, oh my god, it's gonna be my 7-year anniversary this year. Let's do it for my 7-year streaming anniversary, shall we? Sorry, I'm not even getting right get to this puzzle. Yes, they did. But I don't like it as much. Basically, I actually played that one on... I streamed that game first, because they ported it to the Switch. And it was like, I think one of the first games I streamed from the Switch. And I never finished it on stream, but I didn't like it as much because it wasn't one overarching story, it was like lots of little individual cases. And because it was on the Switch, it didn't have the double screen thing, and it wasn't as good. Girls can solve puzzles? Don't promise that, we'll hold you to it. I'm not promising anything. It would have to be some kind of goal, like a sub-goal or something, before I did it. And this puzzle, look at my puzzles remind me of a drinking game. Would I ever? Let's go. Puzzle time, baby. 15 pig rats, moving day. Now, this is obviously an optional puzzle that we will solve at some point, but if it's too difficult, we don't have to do it now. We can just leave it, and we'll come back to it later. 2 men are moving boxes from the ground floor to the top floor. The larger man can carry 2 boxes at a time and takes 1 minute to get... Oh, God. Alright, strap in, everybody. It's more maths. And takes 1 minute to get to the top floor. The smaller man can only carry 1 box, but takes 30 seconds to reach the top floor. Both men take the same amount of time to return to the ground floor as they do to reach the top floor. The boxes are too bulky to pass from one man to the other. If there were 7 boxes in total, how many minutes would it take the men to get all the boxes to the top floor? Hold on, they just take the same amount of time. Right? Okay, I think I might have solved it already. Touch the input answer to... It's just teaching us all the different ways of doing the puzzles in this game. So there's like circling them, there's clicking on them, there's inputting an answer. But if it takes 1 man a full minute to take 2 boxes, and it takes 1 man 30 seconds to take 1 box, that's the same amount of boxes for both guys. I don't think that actually helps that much with figuring out how long it's going to take them. I think I'm still going to have to do some maths, but they take the same amount of time to take up the same amount of boxes. Right? I think I'm confused. Oh no, they did what? Okay. You're probably right. Wait, where is it? Click canvas, there we go. So that is 6 minutes 30 solo. Large man has 7 minutes solo. Big man takes 1 minute to go up to the top, so it takes him 1 minute to come back down. Yes, but if it takes the little guy 30 seconds to go up and 30 seconds to go down, and then 30 seconds to go up and 30 seconds to go down, that's 2 minutes and he's done 2 boxes, and this guy's gone up once with 2 boxes and come back down in the same amount of time. So in 2 minutes, they've both taken 2 boxes up and come back down again. Right? They're not quite exactly the same. But they're close. Like you said, 6 minutes 30 versus 7 minutes. But the combination is the puzzle. Yeah, definitely. Alright, so in the first 30 seconds, So, that's right. Round trip, one takes 1 minute, other takes 2 minutes. But then, the other guy, in the time that this guy is still coming back downstairs, the big guy, the little guy goes back up with another box and comes back down. So by the end of 2 minutes, they've done the same amount of boxes. So if we use my maths, which may be wrong, 2 minutes, they move 4 boxes. Because the big guy can take 2, and he takes 2 minutes. And the little guy can take 1 every minute, if we include the trip back down. However, we don't need to include the trip back down once they've got the final box up there, because it doesn't say they have to come back down. So 2 is 4. So there's now 4 boxes. 2 minutes have passed, there are 4 boxes at the top of the house. Another 30 seconds pass. So we're at 2 minutes 30. Okay. There are now 5 boxes. Because the little guy's gone up with another one. At 3 minute mark, there are 6 boxes. No, sorry, 7 boxes. Because the other guy's joined him again. So it should be 3 minutes. And it doesn't matter if they come back down or not. I'm pretty sure that's right. But the fact that I got that so quickly makes me question and makes me nervous that I've done it wrong. Our maths match must be right. That's how it works. The math be mathin'. I hate saying math. Maths with an S, but it's harder to say. It's so annoying. The time it takes for 2 boxes to go up and back down, the smaller guy can move 2 boxes up and back down. Yeah, so it's 3 minutes. Because at 2 minutes, there's 4 boxes. At 2 minutes 30, the little guy's gone up and got another box. And then 30 seconds later, the other guy's joined him with the two final boxes. So 7 boxes, 3 minutes. I'm going to stop questioning myself because I think that I'm going to stress myself out. It's 3 minutes. I'm glad it realised that was a 3. Because I did that very slapdash.
How about this?
You can always tell, sick inside, this is inside
That's a relief.
information. You can always tell you've got the puzzle right because he will smile before he goes, yeah! But if he frowns, that means you got it wrong. So you always know just before he does it. Laura's worried about the maths because someone who helped previously wasn't here, but she didn't account for me being here. You will be my new maths person on a Wednesday. There you go. That's your new job. 3 minutes to get all the boxes to the top floor. Yeah, I'm actually pretty chuffed with how fast I figured that out. And I'm surprised. Exemplary thinking, Luke. Exemplary thinking, sick inside. Now let's get back on track. Oh, I wonder where the clock shop is. Don't touch that, you'll get your hands all dirty. Oh, jeez, okay, sorry. Odd. Couldn't miss the fact that it's a clock shop, could you? This must be the place, Professor. Yes, finally. What is up with Layton today? Let's go inside. He's being a bit weird. Has Layton been replaced? Has he been replaced by his arch nemesis? Huh? What seems to be the matter, Luke? The door's locked. How are we supposed to get in? Let me have a look. Ah, it seems it's time for a puzzle. Hooray! We have to solve this one to open the door. You're getting the idea of how this game goes now? It's little bit of story, puzzle. Little bit of story, puzzle. Spoiler warning, Layton's grumpy. Why is he grumpy? You've arrived at the clock shop, but there doesn't seem to be any way of opening the door. You notice the strange design below displayed on the door, and a voice calls out from inside the shop. Touch the panel with the timepiece on it! Which panel should you touch? Remember, you only need to touch one. I've never really thought about the, like, the game design, the tutorial design of Layton before, but it's given us one puzzle of, like, every answer type so far, which I think is nice. Just to give us... Oh! That one's got a hourglass. So it's that one. Surely. right? I only have to touch one. What if I want to touch all of them? Oh, well, you can. You actually can. No, is this a trick? I feel like this must be a trick. There's no way it's going to be that easy. Or I've just worked it out and it's a trick one. Learn this to Joe every time they come home from somewhere. Oh, the door is locked, Joe. Time for a puzzle. I have the key right here. No, puzzle time. Luco, have a good day at work. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for your resub. I really appreciate it. As always, you're amazing. Have a good day at work. I will see you again soon. You think I'm right? Okay. It has to be that. Like, what else could it be? Unless I have to do... It says... Unless the trick is that the whole thing is a single panel. I'm pretty sure that that's the answer. I really don't want to get one wrong now. Okay. Because you end up with a funny amount of picker-ats if you get them wrong. And I don't like that. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna sneeze. Sneezing a lot recently. Because I have a cold. I think the trick is it's just blatantly obvious, so you overthink it. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do it. Close our eyes.
This one's as good as solved.
Close my eyes.
I knew it!
Exactly. An hourglass can clearly be seen on one of the panels. Hey, look! The door is opening! That did the trick! Oh, is that a cutscene? Oh my god, another cutscene! Whoa, we're being spoiled today. Oh no, I don't like that. Oh, it's a person. God, I thought that was a doll.
Huh? Look over there!
What's this?
A whole shop of ticking clocks. That'd be nice. Are you being sarcastic? Or do you actually let the sound of ticking clocks? Because I know somebody who, like, cannot be in a room with a ticking clock. And they would hate this. What do we use picker-outs for? Well, you use picker-outs as channel points, but if you mean inside the game, it unlocks bonus content at the end of the game, and sometimes... Actually, I think sometimes in the story, people are like, oh, you can't come past here unless you've solved a certain amount of puzzles. But I don't think the picker-outs make a difference to that. I think that's just how many puzzles you've solved. So, it's also just a bragging thing. Wikipedia says there's 32 minutes of animated cutscenes. That's definitely more than the last game. I can't remember when they do the jump to 3DS, but I feel like it's gonna get even, like, more advanced. More cutscenes, more voice acting. In the game is your score. Yeah, basically. It's the score. Because it's how well you're doing. Because you haven't had to redo puzzles. Because every time you get a puzzle wrong, the picker-out count goes down, so when you finally do solve it, you get less picker-outs than you would have done if you did it the first time. Oh, gracious customers! We haven't had one of those in ages! Welcome! Good day to you, ma'am. You'll have to excuse us. We're not here to buy anything, I'm afraid. I received a letter the other day, you see, instructing me to come here. I wonder if they've got the same voice actor from this game. The original Layton voice actor for the new one. I'll have to find out. I love the ticking of clocks. When I was a kid and couldn't sleep, I lay next to my mum's old mini grandfather clock. Oh, that's lovely. I think I'd like one clock, but not that many. Watch the Switch game be a Layton film with brief puzzle interruptions. Well, there is actually a Layton movie that I own and have owned since it came out, but I've never watched. I'm a fake fan. Hee-hoo-hoo. A letter, you say? Let me have a look at it, dearie. Yes, there's no mistake here. Whoever sent you this letter wanted you to visit our little shop. So you don't know who sent it to me? Unfortunately, I can't say I do, but I do know who you are, Professor Layton. Oh, really? How do you know the professor? It says so in the letter, Luke. Hee-hee-hoo. It's hard... hard not to know a man who's in the papers so often. And I do so love the morning paper. I read it front to back every day. So of course I know about the professor. Hey, did you hear that, Professor? Further proof that you're famous throughout London. Even all the way out here. Hey now, what do you mean all the way out here? Just because we don't fancy living in sardine tin flats doesn't mean we're not central. Still, it's quite a shock to see the famous Professor Layton in the flesh. Such a shock, in fact, that I'm going to need some proof that you're not one of those lookalikes. There's lookalikes? There's lookalikes? You all wondered why the professor's grumpy. He got to deal with this kid. Look, I don't think it's ever fully addressed. Actually, that's not true. I think it is addressed in a later game. But it's very... For a while, they just did not address the fact that Luke was there. Like, why is he looking after this child? Because Luke will always call himself Layton's apprentice, but Layton will never say it. Because he's like... If he says it to him, he's like, okay. He never refers to him as his apprentice, so it's always like, what's going on? What's the deal? What's happening? Why is Luke there? I don't remember. I think that they do address it eventually, but I can't remember what the answer is. Reminds me of a puzzle. No time for that now, Professor. Look over there. Let's go. Luke is the Dwight Schrute. In what way? Also, this, by the way, is the... I keep forgetting I have this as the... This is the Catriel Layton logo, rather than the Professor Layton logo, as you can see over there on the screen. That way. His one's a top hat, hers is like a little L. But I thought that looked better because, like, L for Lara. Sister's kid who got stuck babysitting is my guess. I don't think Layton has any siblings. I don't actually know if Layton has any family. Just wait till you see one of the later games. Oh, I don't want to spoil things, but one of the later games you find out about Layton while he was studying at university. So you get to see him as a teenager. It's great. It's so dark in the shop that I'm having trouble seeing these tiny needles and wispy threads. Can you help me out of this jam, dearie? There are 2 threads, A and B. How many needles' eyes does thread A pass through? Okay, this one's gonna be a, Is this like Batman and Robin, but if Robin was the rich one? Layton pops out of the ether. So by that logic, everyone in chat can claim to be Lara's apprentice and she can't stop it. I mean, there's only so much I can do. Like, Layton, it's basically, I think there's one point in one of the earlier games that Luke's, they get introduced, and he's like, I'm Professor Layton. And he's like, and I'm Luke Triton, he's apprentice! And he's like, sure. But he doesn't, he kind of, like, dismisses that to the person he's being introduced to. He, like, kind of is like, not really, but he's here. He's not my apprentice, because I'm just a professor. What is he a professor of? Is it archaeology? I think he's a professor of archaeology. It's been so long. I have a Professor Layton book that, like, explains a lot of stuff, but I purposely haven't looked at it because I didn't want to get spoiled for playing them on stream, because it has stuff about each game. But I know the name of the university that he works at. It's Gresson Heller. There you go. He works at Gresson Heller University. You're my okay. Sure. What you my apprentice in? Puzzles? You're better at me than them. Right, okay. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna just draw along the line, because that's the easiest way of doing this. So thread A, how many needles does it pass through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. I'm excited yet, I'll let you know. Okay. Yeah, it's a professor, just like Professor Moriarty. Moriarty. Tell you what, Moriarty hasn't shown up yet in Sherlock Holmes, so there you go. Right, 11. I said 11, didn't I? I'm gonna do it again. 1, 2... Oh no! I miscounted one of those. I think it's just 10. Let me do it again. If it's 10, that's very funny, because there was a running joke when we played the last game that all the answers were just 10. Every time it came up with a new puzzle, someone in chat would be like, the answer's 10, because it was just like, it was 3 answers in a row. I think this one threw me off, because it looks like it's going through it, but actually the eye of the needle's down on this bit here. So, that's what threw me off. So, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10. It is 10. The answer's always 10, folks. You heard it here first. No, that's not an 8. There we go. It's this channel's lucky number.
I've got a good feeling about this one. Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Oh, I always love it when Layton answers the questions, because you get the good voice lines with Layton. He's got such a nice voice. Then it goes through 10 needles. Counting needles surely is hard work. Look at him! Look at Luke, like shouting. Ah! It's 10! And Layton looks really proud. Look at his little smiley face. Dad energy. I love it. Well, I must say, I'm thoroughly convinced. You certainly do live up to your reputation. Of course he does! Yes, well, about that letter. I can't say I've seen it before, but my husband might know something. He's out at the moment, but he should be back soon. Why not look around the shop while you wait? It's actually future Luke. That's her husband. What's this thing? Look at it! It's huge! Hey, hit coin. Can you believe this clock? It certainly is impressive. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to work. And it's a good job there's so many other ways of telling the time here. Oh, you've just reminded me of a splendid puzzle, Luke. God's sake. Can't take a step in this place without getting a puzzle. Literally. When this wall clock fell to the floor, all the numbers were knocked off and the clock stopped. Even without the numbers, though, you can tell the time at which the clock stopped. What time, in hours and minutes, is the clock displaying? Do not worry about AM and PM. 6? 6 o'clock, right? Hold on. It must be. But there... Because if it was anything else, it wouldn't be pointing straight at the hour hand wouldn't be pointing straight at one of the dashes. I hope that's not actually true, because I don't want to know. I want to find out when we get to that point in the story. I don't want to overthink this. Luke is Layton from the future. It could be. Unlikely though, but it could be! So I'm pretty sure it's 6 o'clock. Because if it was anything else, the hour hand would be pointing straight at one of these dashes on the side, right? Because it would be like, if it was 10 past, for example, it would be like slightly over the line. Or if it was like half past, it would be in between 2 lines. So I'm pretty sure. 12, 2, 3, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 6. In hours and minutes. Why not 7:05? 7:05! Let's give it upside down. Now my brain's hurting, trying to work this out. It's definitely directly on the line. Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yeah.
Here's my answer.
Oh my god. I was so sure it was gonna go.
That puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
100 picker hats already. Look at us. That's right. You see, once you notice the hour hand is pointing straight at one of the clock's gradations. Yay! Good job, team. If you weren't here, I would have been here sitting wondering for ages. You know, I've never seen a clock this big up close. It's a real shame it's not in working order. There was this, I don't think it was a clock, but it was a clockwork thing. It was in this transport museum that I used to go to. I went to a few times when I was a kid. And I don't know why, every time we went, we'd ask them to turn it on because you had to like request to be turned on because it wasn't on all the time. And every time it would scare me. It would scare the pants off of me, but I still wanted it to go on every time. And it was this huge thing, and I was just thinking about it because it was kind of like this. It wasn't a clock. I think it had a clock on it, but it was like loads of like mechanical horses and people, and it was a really impressive big thing like that. So I was just like, you know, flick the switch on the back. I'll turn it on. What if Luke is Layton's son from the future? Maybe. In the world of Admiral Akbar. It's a trap! That's not a clock. This is a clock. I think we have to... Okay, have a look around the shop. So if we do this, do we leave the shop? Ah, there we go. Okay. It's a tarp! I've never seen so many clocks in one place. That reminds me of a puzzle. They're all extremely well made. Whoever built them must be very talented. Alright, take a shot every time he says that reminds me of a puzzle. You're behind 2 shots. How can you tell that just by looking at them? Oh, one gets an eye for these things with age, my boy. You know, this might be the ideal time for this clock puzzle of mine. You didn't technically say it reminds him of a puzzle, so you don't have to take a shot for that one. Care to try it? Oh my god. I've got a clock hiding there. You bet I would, Professor! See, you're all like, oh, Layton's got to put up with Luke, but Luke's also got to put up with Layton constantly going, that's a puzzle, that's a puzzle, that thing's a puzzle. Look at that bird, that's a puzzle. Look at this dead body, that's a puzzle. Here is a numberless clock face that some prankster has rotated at an unknown amount. The clock is still running normally though, and each coloured circle on its face represents an hour. You can still tell what time it is without the numbers, write down the exact hour. It doesn't matter whether it's AM or PM, but your answer should be in the form of o'clock. 12. It's 12 o'clock. Sorry. Now you can look at it. It's 12 o'clock. I think. Wait, is it exactly on the hour? Yes, it is. Okay, so it has to be 12 o'clock. If it's exactly on the hour, it has to be 12 o'clock. This is just the same puzzle as earlier, just slightly different. You get a puzzle, you get a puzzle, you get a puzzle! I do... Part of me does wish that Professor Layton was a bigger... like, had a bigger fan base, because I would like to see more GIFs. But, on the other hand, I like that it's a little bit unknown, because it's, like, it's a little bit special, you know? It's all very puzzling. Luke knew what he was getting into when he left future Layton to be with past Layton. Alright, okay, we're doing 12. Now bear in mind, I'm doing this with my... I'm not actually doing that with the stylus, that's why it looks so weird.
How about this?
I'm glad it didn't ask me for AM or PM,
I
because
knew
I always
it.
get confused anyway. You clocked it! Yep, the answer is 12 o'clock. The only time the two hands would point towards the same hour on the clock is at 12 o'clock, though it's impossible to tell if it's noon or midnight. No, it would be fun if Layton's hat got bigger with every correct puzzle. Maybe it has, but because there's so many, it's like very slight every time. Also, fun fact, for those who don't know, I have cosplayed Professor Layton before, at a convention. So I have a top hat for the cosplay. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere. But it's probably kind of beaten and bashed because I had to put it in bags and things like that. and there was someone at the convention who was like super jazzed that I was Professor Layton. They were like, hey, clearly a fan, but you know, you don't see it very often. Other pictures have said cosplay. No, I don't think so. And also, I probably won't post them because I was quite young and they're a bit cringy. But maybe I'll redo it one day. There you go, stream goal for the final episode of this game, or maybe the new game when it comes out. I'll remake my cosplay. It's very easy. You just have to find a jacket with a huge collar and like starch it like that. Look at how big its collar is. It goes over it's almost up to his ears. So long, so big. Anyway, sorry. Spot on, Luke. Good work. What time is it again? Well, they're all different actually. Alright. We've been here for quite some time now. I do wish that lady's husband would hurry back. There we go. You could have a short neck. Ah, so top of the hat. Nice. Get out of the car. Luke's on you, I'm not Professor Layton. I'm just 3 Lukes in a trench coat. I'm not tall enough to be Professor Layton. But then again, the hat makes up for it. If I cosplay Professor Layton in a top hat, how am I gonna fit it on screen? It's just gonna disappear off into the top of the screen. You never see it again. Oh, I have to update that. I haven't updated that timer with the new emotes. Making notes for myself. I think I just heard the door. Someone's here. That'll be my husband. Thank goodness it's not future Luke. I got worried. Wait till you see the little gem I picked up today, love. Oh, customers. Welcome back, dear. This here is Professor Layton. He tells me he has some business in our shop. Layton? You're Professor Layton? My apologies, I wasn't expecting you so soon. No apology necessary, my good man. Oh, allow me to introduce my apprentice! I'm the Professor's apprentice, Luke. Pleased to meet you, sir. He wasn't going to say apprentice, he was going to say something else, but we don't get to know what. Also, they're like the same height. Did I hear something about a donation goal with Lara's cosplay as Professor Layton as the reward? Perhaps. But I really do need to work on my Currently the donation goal is to do a cooking stream. But maybe there will be a goal at some point. Should I write these down? I'll write this down. Hold on. Goals. Layton speedrun. Professor Layton cosplay. It would be harder to do a Catriel cosplay because she has so many different outfits. I could like pick a nice one, but it's not just like it's not like a trench coat and an orange shirt. It would be more in depth than that. Luke, you say? What I mean to say, those are some fine manners, lad. It's nice to meet you too. The name's Cog. It's a good name, especially for a clockmaker. You seem a bit flustered by our arrival, Cog. We certainly don't mean to impose. Oh, no, it's no trouble at all. It's just I had instructed to show you our biggest clock in action before your arrival. It certainly is a beauty. Pity it's not in working order. Did you know you're in a Layton GIF? Is it the one that says PurpleCoffins? That reminds me of a puzzle. Is that the one? Because if it's a different one, then no. But if it's that one, then yes. Because I know about that. Because Mara made me that one. Yeah. Mara made that one when I played the second game. Yes, I planned to give her a tune-up before you stopped by so you could see her in all her glory. But I'm getting on a bit these days and I have trouble keeping the old girl in good repair. I can't remember where to insert this last glare and the clock won't work without it. It's on Giphy and now in Discord. It's great. It's also why I made a bunch of reaction gifs so that wasn't the only thing that came up if you searched PurpleCoffins. That does indeed sound problematic. Maybe you can help. The papers say you're a learned man. Can you work out where this gear goes? Me? I'd certainly like to help, but I'm no expert in mechanics. Well, at least give it a try. Don't you want to see our biggest clock in its full working glory? I certainly do. Very well, I'll give it a shot. I'm wondering if it's gonna time travel us. That's what it does. Cogged down. Your task is to make the top and bottom cogs turn in the same direction, as shown by the arrows on the diagram. In order to do this, which extra cog should be inserted? A, B, or C? Touch the letter in the center of the correct cog to submit your answer. Okay. This one is going to be another note layer. As I've shown you, the game itself does give you a memo pad. But I don't use it when I'm doing this because my graphics tablet doesn't work very well with the emulation software, so it's easier for me to just have an overlay of my art software and do it that way. You know, this puzzle reminds me of a lunch. 50 out of 50 picker rats. Wow, good luck with that. That sounds like a hard one. I might be gone before you get back, so have a good lunch, and I will see you another day. If I am gone by then, I might be wrapping up when you get back, because I do have to go out tonight, so I want to be sensible with my timings. But if I'm in the middle of a hard puzzle, then I might see you. Okay, so this is turning. This is something that used to throw me off. Oh, sorry, I put my art layer on. So that's turning that way, which means this cog's going this way, right? But it's not actually attached to anything unless I put these in. Wear a sensible top hat. You know I will. I don't have one. I used to have I mean, I do have one, but it's not here. I used to have like a little, I know they have a name, but like a tiny hat that clips onto your hair. There's a specific name for them. But I always thought about making a tiny little top hat and clipping that on, and having that as like... Sorry, ignore that thought. I've just thought of a better thought. Do you know how I've got that pair of headphones that I'm going to wear when I play Switch games? But I was going to buy, like, cat ears or, like, some kind of accessory to go on it. I should have a top hat. I should make a tiny top hat to go on the top of it for when we play Layton. I'm gonna do that. I don't have a 3D printer or anything, and I don't really have the money to get someone to custom make me one. But I'm writing it down. Okay, so anyway, back to the spinning cogs. So if we put A, right, then A will turn this way, which means this is the easiest way for me to do it. So if A is going that way, then that's going that way. I think it goes the opposite direction, but it's too tricky for me to work out like that, which means that's going that way, that's going that way, which means that is the wrong direction. So it's not A. We don't want it to be A. I think. I will redo this, just to double check, because I'm not very good at this. That's going that way, which means that goes that way. Means that goes that way, which means that goes that way. It could be B. I think it's B. But let's try one more time. This. So if we go this way, that goes this way. Which means that goes this way. Means that goes that way. Yeah, it's B. It has to be B. Because all the other... If I put a cog in the other places, it won't work. I'm doing it. I'm not thinking too hard about it. We're just doing it.
That should do the trick.
Ha.
Well, that's settled.
Ha. I don't know why I'm hatting at you like you were against me. Some of you are. Some of you voted against me. The answer is B. If there's an odd number of cogs between the top and the bottom, then the two cogs will move in the same direction. If there's an even number, they'll move in opposite directions. See, that's the sort of thing that would be useful to remember. Oh, hydration. By choosing B, there will be 5 cogs between the two main cogs, so the direction of their rotation will be the same. Sure. That did the trick. Just wait here and I'll go and start her up. Here goes. We get a cutscene? No. Yes.
Are Are you all right, Luke?
Yes, that was quite a shake.
Huh?
Did they just run away?
What is going on here?
And just where in the world are we?
I think the question, Luke, is when are we? I started a Doug Dimmadome deep dive. Say that 5 times fast. Oh my god. I can smell the balsamic vinegar from my dinner through a closed door. I'm gonna go and, I think this is a good point, that I'm gonna really quickly go and check on my dinner. I'm not going on a proper break. I'm guessing the reason is because of the top hat thing. Is there, like, a top hat Doug Dimmadome accessory? Refill the water, get a snack. I'm not gonna even stop that. Oh my god, that's such a big hat. Okay, I'm gonna take this opportunity to save and go and check on my lunch, but I'm not... dinner. But I'm not gonna go on a proper break screen, so I'm just gonna do this. Ka-pa! Ta-da! We're just gonna put you here, and I'm gonna get rid of my face. Do I have a button for that? I don't. Okay, I'm just gonna do it like this. Beep, boop. And I shall return very shortly. Okay. Random buttons. Alright. Hello. I've gone to check on my dinner. It doesn't look great, but we're gonna move on. And we're gonna play Chapter 1. Is this the future? Struggle there. Hey, the door just slammed shut behind us and now it's locked. That's all very polite. We do appear to have been locked out. But why does everything look so different out here? I honestly don't know, Luke. Okay, get your theories in. What's happened? Because it's very unlikely it's actually time travel. But this series is weird, and it could be any amount of things. It could be hallucinogenic gas. It could be, like, all sorts of weird things. Because they like to put, like, magic doesn't exist, and things like that don't exist, but weird stuff exists. Though, you know, you have to beg the question. Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright exist in the same universe to some extent, because there's a crossover. And in Phoenix Wright, psychics and ghosts are real, so, you know. I think that's what it was. That's what I think. Something's just rotated, or like moved. But they weren't in the house for very long. But we'll find out by the end of the game. I honestly don't know. Since we're not able to go back in the clock shop, however, why don't we have a look around? Here we go. Puzzle number 3. What the heck happened? When Professor Layton and Luke emerged from the clock shop, the streets of London suddenly looked very different. What could have happened? What do you suppose is running through this pipe? Poop. Let's talk to this guy. Watch your step, fellas. Building sites are dangerous places, you know. My goodness, you certainly do work quickly. I didn't notice any construction work when we passed through this area. When did you start working here? That's a good question. It's been about a year now, I'd say. We're a bit short-handed, you see, so we aren't making much progress. Do you like how he has a really blocked nose like me? All the clock chiming and such could have been covered a bunch of stuff. It was a massive chime. Right, see, Ravenwood, you are thinking along the right lines. You are thinking like a Professor Layton game. And I applaud it. A year? You gotta be joking. Here it is. I'm positive there was no construction taking place at all when we walked past a while ago. No construction at all? Look, mate, I know progress ain't been speedy, but I'm doing the best I can, alright? So if you're just here to have a dig at me, you can clear off right now, I'm busy. I'm sure you're right, Professor. They weren't building any... That's it. They were not building anything here before. I'm doing the wrong voice now. Travelled in time, boys. The shop's door's still locked. Not to worry, Luke. The world outside the shop contains plenty of mysteries for us to investigate. I mean, if it were me, I'd be banging on that door. Be like, what did you do? Let me in. Also, I'm a bit surprised they ran outside. Like, I would have asked a question first. I know London like the back of my hand, but yet this area feels quite foreign to me. How odd. Let's turn that down a bit. This is Anita's Cafe, according to the sign. The only thing though, if this can't be a courtyard, because it's a huge area. I am far too easily distracted. Were you down a Doug Dimmadome? Doug Dimmadome Dimmadome of the Dunsdale Dimmadome? Rabbit hole? I definitely wouldn't have fully exited the house. Yeah, like, Etsy dive. Fantastic. We love a good Etsy dive. Like, if this happened to me, right? Especially if I'd had the time travel stuff. I would have, if I did leave the house, I'd be like, oh, we've traveled in time. Okay, cool. But inside the house, I probably would have, like, found a table, because I would have assumed it was an earthquake, and, like, hidden underneath something until it stopped, and then talked to the people who owned the shop about why everything was shaking, if that was normal. And if they were like, yeah, it's chill, I'd be like, okay, cool. Yes, that's exactly what I want, Shogun! Not the Shrek one. The first top hat. That's perfect! I love it. How much is postage? Please don't be a lot of postage. What does it not say? There it is. Oh, it's £15 postage. I will have a look at it later. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Oh! So if it comes up with an exclamation mark, that means they have a puzzle. If it's just like the little beep, that means they just got... we can just talk to them. I can't believe I'm seeing this. Are you? No, it can't be. I'm sorry, have we met? Phew, thought I was in big trouble when I clocked that hat of yours, I told you. But it seems you ain't who I thought you were, so we ain't got nothing to talk about. Get lost. Hey look, Professor. This door is unlocked. Standing in a doorway is better than under a table. That's true. That is true. So I probably would have run to the door. I don't know if I'd run to a doorway or if I'd just panic. I've never been... Luckily, I've never been in an earthquake. What say we duck in here for a moment, eh, Luke? There's a distinct atmosphere here. I haven't looked at this thumbnail before. Look at this little... Look at this bit of art. That's fantastic. Look at his little face. It's so good. That's so good. Let us become very French. It's always... The Layton games are always, like... kind of... Like, they're set in London. They're made in Japan, but they have, like... this kind of accordion thing going on a lot. So it's like slightly French. 3 little earthquakes. Well, I'm glad you're okay. European mashup. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Hello there, lad. Hello. What can I do for you? Well, never mind, it's nothing really. Oh, don't run away. It gets ever so lonely around here with no one to talk to. Oh, that's terrible. You're a good lad. Not many youngsters would stop to listen to an old man's problems. Here's a little something for your kindness. Huh? It's a puzzle! Yeah, it's a puzzle. Even though we're constantly passing through time, it can sometimes be difficult to think about the way time flows. If yesterday's day after tomorrow is Sunday, what day is tomorrow's day before yesterday? Okay, I think I could do this one. If yesterday's day after tomorrow that means it's Saturday today, I think. yesterday's day after tomorrow is Sunday, then what is tomorrow's day before yesterday? Friday. Friday. I'm not thinking about it too much.
How about this? No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
I'm getting into the swing of things. Wow! Friday is the correct answer. It's easy to work out if you break it down. 2 days after yesterday is Sunday, so tomorrow must be Sunday, which means today is Saturday. 2 days before tomorrow, therefore, is 2 days before Sunday, or Friday. Well, aren't you as bright as a button? A nice lad like you deserves a present. Here. Oh, what's this? A picture book. Very definition of fun. Is this going to be one of the mini-games? Oh, well, I'm a bit old for picture books, in case you hadn't noticed. Oh yes, for normal picture books, but this one's— I don't like he keeps doing that. It's like he's gonna throw up. This one's special. Special! Well, Shogun, there is still half an hour. There's still time. Plus, the puzzles get harder as we go through the game, so... The buildings I had had doors that were easy to wedge in. Whack your elbows out and just let it sway. Ooh, that's pretty scary. I hope it's child-safe pictures. That was a good point. What's so special about it? Open it and you'll see whole portions of the book are blank. Blank! Thanks? Yes, I knew it was a minigame. As soon as he was like, it's a picture book, I was like, minigame, baby. Okay, so stickers? Look, it's Stashin! You received a picture book and some stickers from Alfie. The picture book minigame has been added to the trunk. Collect more stickers to restore missing parts of the story. So, like I said earlier, there's usually 3 minigames per game. And you get given them as you go through the game. And then as you continue through, like, it's sometimes instead of finding hint coins, you can, like, find things for this minigame. Didn't like that. Fill in the missing elements of the story by placing stickers into each picture book. Touch places, play a bar containing all the stickers. Touch a sticker and slide it to the position of your choice to stick it on the page. To remove a sticker from the page, slide it back to the bar with the touchscreen. Okay. Alright. The text on the top screen changes automatically to match the stickers that you've placed. Try to create a story that makes sense by placing the stickers in the correct places. You'll collect more stickers as you play through the game and solve puzzles. I was trying to say stickles. Stickles! Solve as many puzzles as you can and try to collect every sticker. There are a total of 3 picture books for you to complete. Each picture book has its own set of stickers which can only be used in that book. Complete the first picture book to unlock the second, and complete the second to unlock the third. When you've successfully completed every picture book, something wonderful will happen. Yeah, so, like I said in the last game, when you completed one of the mini-games, you got a little hamster who would tell you when there was a hint coin in the area you were in, and it would be like, it's over here! So you never missed the hint coins. But I don't know what this one's gonna give me, because, as we have discovered, I haven't played this one. One sunny morning, as I was strolling through a meadow, I went past a tree on my right, and suddenly came across a purple thing in front of me. Okay, cool. We will do this when we have more stickers. There's no point doing it now. I'm gonna save real quick, because I don't like it the way that game is going. Oh, also, we haven't heard from Flora in this game yet. We need to watch out for that. She has a habit of popping up when we least expect her, so keep an eye out for her. Welcome, gentlemen. Please make yourself at home. Oh my, that hat of yours. Good day, ma'am. What a charming cafe you have here. Has it been open long? Well, I've only been running the place for 2 or 3 years myself, but the cafe itself has been around much longer. Over 50 years, some say. I see. By the way, I saw you were closed when I passed by earlier. I suppose you only open in the evenings? Closed? Oh, not here. I open this place up bright and early every day. It doesn't really get busy until later on, mind, but that's the industry for you. Oh, and since you seem a nice enough chap, let me give you a little tip. Lose the hat. My hat? What would I do? You can't ask Professor Layton to take his hat off. Excuse me, madam. He doesn't even take it off when he gets in the car. He probably even sleeps with it on, but we've never seen it, thankfully. I won't go into details, but let's just say a hat like that could get you in a lot of trouble around here. I don't know what accent she had. I was trying to go for French at the beginning, but it kind of went all over the place by the end. Alright, I think we're done in here. Oh wait, that bottle looked like it was outlined. That usually means it's something. Nope, it's just part of Alfie. Okay. Stickles. Layton always wears the hat. He does not. We do not take off his hat. It's like asking. I was gonna say Superman to take off his cape, but then Clark Kent doesn't have a cape, so kind of a stupid thing to say. There's something fishy about this area too. Are we still in London? I've been away. Well, we don't know, Ego. We went inside the clock shop, we turned on the huge, ominous clock. The whole room shook, and then we left, and now we're in somewhere new. And nobody likes Professor Layton's hat. Everybody's very suspicious of the hat. This has never been London. Okay, alternative London. Alternative London, where everyone, the currency is puzzles. There's something fishy about this area too. It looks completely different from before. Indeed, Luke, there's something going on here that I don't fully understand. Oh wait, I think I know what happened. We must have left the shop through a different door. We've probably taken a different route away from the shop. No, that can't be right. Think back to when we left the shop, Luke. We left through the same door that we used to enter. I'm absolutely certain of that. I suppose you're right, Professor. What else could explain this change in scenery? Time travel! Let's investigate the vicinity a bit more. Perhaps that will help us shed some light on things. Those legs are... I don't want to body shame, but your legs are literally just lines. What's this place? The sign is quite cryptic. Oh! I didn't mean to go in. I don't like that. Okay, Ego, I'm not going to be live for much longer, so if you aren't back, I will see you next time. Thanks so much for hanging out. You too, Dragon. Huge ominous clock is my job description. I'm waiting for the game where Layton cracks and pulls a BFG from under the hat. What? A big friendly giant? Yeah. I think there were a lot of memes about Layton's hat, like what he has under his hat. Like a sandwich. Like Paddington. Alright, I don't like this room. This feels ominous. This place is a mess. That droopy flower's even got some kind of insect buzzing around it. It's Granny Riddleton! Oh, everything's okay. It's fine. It's Granny Riddleton. Hold it right there, sonny boy. I wouldn't go bad-mouthing that blossom if I were you. Ah! There's someone lurking in the shadows! Hee oh yes. Wherever there are lost puzzles, there am I. Oh, it's you. Have we met before? No? Well, allow me to introduce myself. Beefy freaking goblin. I think the G may be gun. That's why I was wondering if that's what you were saying. Before you stands a beautiful and clairvoyant cat, Granny Riddleton. Say hello to Granny Riddleton, everybody. Take a drink. There's so many. There's so many things that are in every game, and I just keep forgetting just how much carries over. I mean, you know what would be cool? I had back when I used to cosplay. The last cosplay that I ever did was Caitlyn from League of Legends. So I had the top hat with the spike, like the glass scope thing that she has on her hat that like clicks down when she's gonna fire her big sniper gun. And when I was thinking back to my Professor Layton cosplay, I was thinking of the hat, and I was like, wait, no, there's two hats. I've got a Professor Layton hat, and I've got that hat. And I'm like, how could I combine them and make a Professor Layton, but steampunk? Someone's definitely done that. It's great continuity between the games. Because every time they meet a character, it works because if you've played the game before, they always acknowledge it. Like, Luke will always go, I'm pretty sure I've met you before. But if you haven't played the game, they'll still explain things, and they'll still tell you who they are and stuff. So it's like, you get best of both worlds. It's like, you're not annoyed that you're having to listen to it again, because you're in the same boat as Luke, who's like, yeah, I know, you've told me this a million times. He's a big friendly gun, or something else that begins with F, depending on how old you are. And whether or not Twitch chat will tell you off for swearing. But beautiful. You do look pretty good for your age, I suppose. Watch your words, Luke. We don't want to offend the lady. Exactly. A gentleman always minds their manners, Luke. How many times? How many times? Have you ever noticed how many mysteries there are in the world? How many puzzles? Puzzles that tease the brain, puzzles that bend your mind, puzzles that are just plain infuriating. Her accent's going all over the place. I'm sorry. Look, I'm not a voice actor, okay? I'm just a streamer. Certainly. And what about the puzzles that you miss or leave unsolved? They've got to go somewhere, haven't they? Where do they go, you ask? Well, they come and stay with me. That's very good to know. Or I suppose I should say they used to come and stay with me. Things are about to change. No! Granny Riddleton, don't say that! Are they? You might not be able to tell from my looks, but I'm no spring chicken. Truth be told. You're telling me there's not going to be a Granny Riddleton in the next game? I can't deal with change. I can't do it. No. I'm getting tired. Thank you, Casper. Also, hi. Oh? I think it's time for me to retire. No, I've given her Luke's voice. I think it's time for me to retire from this puzzle-binding business. I've earned it. But you can't retire. Listen, without you, what will happen to all the puzzles we leave behind? You say that without me, you two would find yourselves in a pickle? A huge pickle! How about the debonair gentleman in the top hat? What do you think? I concur with my friend here. Hee. Yeah, I thought you might say that. But don't fret, I'll make sure you're taken care of. If this is the future, there's still years left. That's true! You're right. Okay, everything's fine. How? You'll just have to wait and see for yourself, laddies. Come back here when you've lost a few puzzles. It should all become clear then. Now, I know I just met. No, you didn't. We've seen you so many times, Granny Riddleton. But you'll have to excuse me. I'm going off on a well-deserved holiday. I may never see you again, so ta-ta, have a positively puzzly day. Gonna say that from now on. That's the way I exit a room. Have a positively puzzly day. In fact, I'm writing it down. Wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. Positively puzzly day. I do like pickles. I don't. What a strange conversation that was. Let's be sure to come back here later. Definitely. Though that thing that's flying around is giving me the heebie-jeebies. I was going to click on it, but I don't think I can. Oh, I don't like that. I know it's not blood, but it's made me nervous. That's what happens when you go to an area you're not supposed to go to yet. I did that in Kingdom Hearts. I went to an area that was physically you're able to go to it, but the story doesn't direct you there. And I turned up and they were like, oh, we weren't expecting you yet. And I was like, well, at least they covered the basis. I think that's quite fun. Hey, buddy. You look shifty. Ah! What is that? I didn't do nothing. I swear, I know nothing. Are you alright, sir? You're dripping with perspiration. May I suggest a calming cup of tea? Layton. Sorry about the sweat, sir. I'll make it. Is he holding onto the edge of the screen? How is he doing that? I'll make your tea right away. Crocky, you didn't half leave in a hurry. Honestly, that catchphrase is fitting for you. I think I'm gonna try and work it into my merch somehow. I did actually start designing a bit of merch, and then I was like, I gave up. So I was like, I don't know if I like this, and it's taking a long time, but maybe I'll finish it. Actually, you seem to be making a lot of people nervous around here, Professor. That would certainly appear to be the case, though I can't imagine why. My hat in particular seems to be making people... Try that again. Be making many of the people we meet feel uncomfortable. I don't know why anyone would be afraid of you or your hat. Oh my god, please. There's obviously somebody else who wears a hat like that who is beating people up or being mean. Like, just, you don't even need to think it's the future Layton. Just, like, put two and two together. Oh my god. After all, it's not like you go around menacing people when I'm not there. Or do you? Oh, I thought it was going to be a puzzle there. I was like, that's a weird place to put a puzzle. Many people in this part of London seem to be afraid of Professor Layton. Why would ordinary people who've never met him fear the mild and gentlemanly Layton? He is mild and gentlemanly. That is a very good descriptor. Seems to be something to do with his hat. I mean, it's obviously either Layton from the future or just somebody who wears the same hat who's terrorizing people. Like, it's not difficult to work that out. And it makes me so cross that they're both so clever with puzzles, but they just can't... I mean, it always ends up at the end of the game that Layton's always figured out what's going on, like, way ahead of Luke. But he just hasn't said anything because he's, like, waiting for the final thing to, like, click into place. But Layton doesn't even have a clue right now. To be fair, we don't know what Layton does in his free time. He doesn't have free time. He's a professor at university. He's always busy. Or is he? What happened to the bus stop? It's in ruins. So it is. The bus stop looks like it's about to collapse. Oh dear, it really is in quite a state of despair. What? Disrepair, even. Why do they still think they're in the same area? Everything is so different. Like, guys, you've dealt with some weird stuff in previous games. You really shouldn't be confused by this. Though... I'm not 100% sure this one is set after the last game. Because I remember when I was looking through the book that I was bought, got the official guide to Layton. It has the games in chronological order. And I don't know if this one is straight after the last game, or if it's before, or... What if Layton is the mastermind and sets everything up? Layton is Jigsaw. No. But how could that be? It looked fine when we got here a little while ago. Oh look, there's a poster on the side of the bus stop. Maybe it'll have a year on it. Oh, actually, there's probably a newspaper somewhere. I'll go and see what it says. Well? I don't understand this at all. What do you mean, Luke? I'm so sorry about earlier, by the way. You just came in just as the stream crashed. It wasn't because of you, I swear. Oh no. A real fire? I hope everything's okay. The poster said that this route has been discontinued. I don't doubt it, given the state of this bus stop. Yeah, but it's the strange part. The date on this poster is 5 years in the future. Yes, finally! What? Luke, let me have a look at that. I just had a thought, Professor. Could we possibly have travelled to the future? They're so slow on the uptake. We have certainly encountered much here to suggest we're no longer in the London we know. All the same, I believe it's rather early to jump to that conclusion, Luke. Let's do some more exploring and see what else we can find out. Oh, I think I may not get the hint coins because they're... Oh, no, there we go! I was going to say they're probably the same hint coins that I would have got earlier in this location. Hi, mister. I hear you have a puzzle for me. This might be the last one we can do today, because we're running out of time. There's only one fellow who wears a top hat. Why have I gone for this voice? Top hat like that? You're Professor Layton, ain't you? Indeed I am, sir. And who might you be? That ain't important right now. Here's what is important. This urgent letter I've got for you. Before I hand it over, though, I need to verify your identity. I've got a puzzle there tailor-made for that purpose, so let's get solving. So get solving. He's not helping. 30 picker hats. Oh, okay. We're stepping up the game. Thank God, I thought it was a slide puzzle there for a second. I was about to cry. Can you fit these 5 pieces together in the shape of Professor Layton's top hat without overlapping the pieces or leaving an empty space? You can flip and rotate the pieces in order to do it. Okay. This is probably going to be a trial and error puzzle. Unless I... Okay, there's only really a couple of options for pieces that can fit. Okay, I think... Okay, I'll talk through my process. I was gonna say there's only really a couple of pieces that can fit in the outside pieces here and here, so the 2 little bits that go out. There aren't really that many options. I mean, there are, but they weren't very neat options, so I'm hoping... No, can I not just... There we go. Oh, there we go. I think I fixed it already. Ah! Look at the speed of
That
that
should do the trick.
first try! Boom!
Well, that's
Yes, thank
settled.
you, thank you. I will take your praise. Thank you very much. Oh god, don't hit your lights, girl. Jesus, don't get that excited. Fantastic. Fantastic! Wonderful. This puzzle is a variation on a traditional tangram. In a tangram puzzle, the same 7 pieces are combined to create various shapes. Maybe we should call this 5-piece version a Laytongram. Oh, a Laytongram! Oh, how droll. Oh, Professor does not look pleased. Oh, I got a plum. Alright, what voice did I give him? I've lost it already. I'm convinced, Professor. Here's your letter. His art is all over the place sometimes. Like, he just looks so different in that picture. Let's see what it says.
Professor, if you're reading this, it means you've made it safely to my time. I can hardly wait to see you again. I wish to enlist your help in freeing this town from the tragedy that has befallen it.
What's happened to your Layton? It's only 10 years in the future, so he'd only be 40. It's not like he's dead. Well, it's not like he's died of old age, but maybe he is dead.
But first, I'm sure you'll want some proof that you're actually in the future.
I would, yes.
I've thought long and hard about the best way of convincing you. Make your way through town to the address below. What you find there is sure to quell any doubts.
Himself. I really hope Layton is at that house.
Room 312, Green Hospital.
Oh.
123 Auckland Lane.
God, I don't want to stop the stream now. I really want to know. Seems our next destination has been decided for us. Let's play this hospital visit. Sounds good, Professor. But how do we get to Auckland Lane? It'd be easy if the buses were running, but unfortunately that's not the case. Public transport in the future. Gone. Perhaps the lady over there knows a different way to get around town. This young man sent Professor Layton a letter claiming to be Luke from the future, but how is that possible? Alright, we're gonna talk to this lady and then we'll wrap up the stream. Excuse me? We're trying to get to Auckland Lane, but the buses don't seem to go there anymore. Spot on, boyo. Them buses had already stopped running when I moved here 2 years ago. Wait, hold on, sorry, did he say that it was 5 years in the future? Yeah, oh, the buses stopped running 5 years ago. But that doesn't mean that it's only 5 years in the future, it's supposed to be 10 years in the future, okay. Just keep the maths right, okay? The poster says the buses won't stop running for another 5 years. What are you talking about? That poster is 5 years old. Thumb's not your strong spot, boyo. That can't be right. Unless... Luke, that's enough. I do apologise for my friend, madam. Don't you find the lack of buses in this area a bit of an inconvenience, though? Not at all. If I need to take... Oh, she's cockney now. If I need to take the public transport, I hop on the train, don't I? There's a station on Flatstone Street, see? Tourist, is it? You should take your questions to the hotel on Southern Street. It's just down the road. They'll help you find where you need to go. Thank you for your assistance, madam. Tourists? Us? Huh. I was born and raised here. I've lived in London longer than she has. Now, Luke, there's no need to get all wound up. Let's find this hotel. Alright, and that's where we're going to wrap up. That's where we're going to stop. So, Luke and Layton. When I play Layton, I always hear you doing the voices. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. What was my, alright, Professor? I do a great Luke Tryon impression, thank you very much. At least the UK version. Well, that is where we're going to stop Layton for today. I will be playing again next Wednesday. Unless something changes with my timetable, we'll be back again. Same bat time, same bat channel. If you're watching this later on YouTube or on Twitch, do the things, push the buttons, give it a like. Don't like things on Twitch, but you can like it on YouTube. And I hope you enjoyed. And I think that's everything I have to say for the highlight. So, yeah. Goodbye.